I'm just like, oh, this is messy. I like it. Everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Tyra, aka The Life of Tyra, and welcome to my channel. I report on pop culture, news, and entertainment. I also like to do lifestyle, beauty, fashion, and much more. So if you guys are interested in any of those things, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a YouTube video. I also am on other social media platforms. You can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, aka X. And I do have my own website called tyrwatchofficial.wordpress.com. All of it will be down below in the description box. Now, I know it's been a real hot minute since I've last uploaded a YouTube video. I'm gonna get into all that at a later date. But for now, today's video is going to be a deep dive YouTube video. This is like the very first deep dive YouTube video I've ever done on my channel. I'm really excited because what I'm about to talk about is going to be about the infamous T app. So let me give you the T on the T app. So I do have a bunch of notes. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have my notes on my iPad and some on my phone as well. I did write an article about the T app. It's more specifically an investigative article piece. You can check out on my WordPress website, tyrwatchofficial.wordpress.com. Link to that in the description box below and the iCards as well. I'm gonna get into how it all started. The inspiration of me writing an investigative article about my experience on the T app. We're gonna have to run it back to last month, more specifically Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. I woke up one morning and I did my usual social media scroll on my various social media apps, and then when I got on TikTok, I just seen up and down my For You page so many people talking about the T app. Even creators that I follow were talking about the T app. I'm just okay, what is this T app about? Let me just check this out real quick. Based on the videos that I saw, what I got from it, in my personal opinion, was the T app is a women's only app. Only women can join. You just post a man on the app and basically just ask what's the tea on him, does anybody know him, is he a good guy, is he a bad guy, this, that, and the third. People will comment oh yes, I know him, he's this, that, and the third, or oh yeah, I heard that he does this, that, and the third, right? Mind you, I didn't even join the app yet. I seen negative things about the T app. A lot of women were disappointed, upset, angry. Their significant other, somebody who they're intimate with or hooking up with, they're on the app. A lot of girls are oh yeah, I know so and so, I did him, blah blah blah, he's this, that, and the third. I'm just oh, this is messy. I like it. I like mess. I like to know what's going on. I like to know literally what's the tea. But yeah, so that's what I seen on my For You page on TikTok and also on social media in general. So then with that being said, me being nosy, me being a journalist, I'm just okay, I gotta see what's going on in this app.
Where's anybody else covering this? If I'm not here and I don't put this out, the public would not know nothing. I'm the one that's putting it out.
So immediately I downloaded the T app on my phone, and then when I open up the app, I do the registration process. Now keep this part in mind because I'm going to mention this later in the video. So when I went through the registration process of the T app, they ask for the details, your name, email address, etc., right? So then the app asks you to take a picture of yourself, take a selfie. So then I'm just oh my god, because when I did this, y'all, I was still in my bed. Bonnet on, everything, looking a mess, looking rough. I don't even feel like trying to get all cute for a selfie. Took off my bonnet, my hair a mess, and then I just took my selfie. Just took the selfie. I submitted it on the app. After I finished the registration process, the T app said that I've been waitlisted, and then you'll get a notification if you're approved or not to join the T app. So I'm just okay, that's not shocking considering everybody's talking about the app. All that happened on Wednesday, July 23rd. Tell me how 2 days later, on Friday, July 25th, I find out on Instagram that the T app had a data leak. Thousands of women's photo IDs and their data has been leaked, and then it's been exposed. Not only it's been exposed, more specifically, somebody on 4chan, they made an interactive map, had the locations of each of the women who submitted photo IDs and their data and stuff. So they basically pinpointed their location. I saw that and I'm just oh my god. Just my luck, 2 days after I signed up to join the T app, I've been waitlisted. This happens, that data breach happened, my data's leaked, and also my rough morning selfie too. I was so annoyed. I wasn't stressed out really, But like I was a little bit worried though. The T app were already on it. They issued like an official statement, and then in the official statement, the asset had about 72,000 images, including, quote, approximately 13,000 selfies and photo identification submitted by users during account verification, and approximately 59,000 images publicly viewable in the app from posts, comments, and direct messages. He did clarify though in that official statement, they said that only users who signed up before February 2024 were effective. I was like, I was relieved. I was like, okay, thank God. The thing that confused me was the whole photo ID part of it. Why like are people like signing up with their photo IDs for the T app? When I signed up, like as I stated earlier, I had to take a selfie. They didn't even ask me like a photo ID or like a driver's license or anything like that. Like, they just asked for a selfie, and like you couldn't use one from your camera roll. It didn't have an option for you to go back into your camera roll and pick a selfie. Like you had to take a picture of yourself right then and there. So I thought that was really weird. Other people were questioning it as well. T said that in the early stages of development, they required selfies and IDs as an added layer of safety to ensure that only women were signing up for the app. In 2023, they removed the ID requirement. We gotta get into like the core thing, like what is T really? Like how did T come about? I can answer that question for you. The T app, it was founded in 2023 by Sean Cook. He had witnessed like his mother being catfished and unknowingly interacting with men that have criminal records through online dating. He decided to make it his mission to create the first ever dating safety platform for women. That's really like what the intentions of the T app were from the beginning. The fact that it went from that to like data leaks and then just wildness and mess is crazy in itself. Due to like me seeing like the mess and the drama going on with the T app unraveling, that's why I decided to do this investigative article piece on my website. I signed up for the T app on Wednesday, July 23rd. That's when I signed up, and that same day I was told on the app that I'm on the wait list. I knew that I was going to be on the wait list for a while, not only because like a couple million people were requesting to join the app, but also their investigation with the data breach. So I definitely knew that like my request is going to be delayed by like a good while. At that point, I started to get a little concerned. I'm just like they're taking a little too long. I was like so close to actually giving up. However, on Monday, August 4th, around like 10 p.m.-ish, I got a notification from the T app that my request to join T was approved. I was on the phone with my significant other. I told him, I'm like, oh my God, like the T app accepted my request. He was just like, you know, be careful on the app, like be safe. So, you know, I told him that I'll be safe. I'm going to be on my P's and Q's. I clicked on the T notification, went on the app, and then the first thing that already popped up with like 7 rules to the app. 1, everything you say must be true. 2, don't leak posts to your guy friends. 3, bullying or harassment is not allowed. 4, don't post last names or personal data. 5, be kind, positive, and respectful. 6, don't make fun of men. And 7, no posting women or men under 18. You have to like click off that you agree to the rules. And also at the very bottom it does say users to be found in violation of these rules to our terms will be removed from T. When I read the 7 rules, I laughed at rules 5 and 6. So again, rules 5 and 6 were be kind, positive, and respectful, and don't make fun of men. So many users on the T have broken those 2 rules. So like, so that's why I kind of like laughed a little at those 2 rules. But I agreed to the rules. I accepted them. I was officially on the main feed, and I seen like so many like pictures of men. First, I did scroll through. I'm not gonna lie. I did scroll through, seeing if I knew anyone. I was also reading like a lot of like posts, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, some of the men that were posted on the T app, I'm just like, oh, y'all are wild. Like, some of y'all need to be arrested. Like, what is wrong with you? Some of the posts were like pretty sad, I'm not gonna lie. Some of them, I did read a couple of sad ones. And then other posts where I'm just like, oh yeah, like, he got the audacity. Like, he got her messed up. Like, why would you do that? And then also, there's other posts were just straight like roasting him. Like, saying things like, yeah, he broke, always owing people money, got jumped like this amount of time. And I'm not gonna lie, towards that type of post I did kind of like snicker and laugh. And then the comment section didn't really help either. I laughed at that too. So like, yeah. So then the days after that I got accepted into the T app, like I was just looking through the T app, the main feed specifically, and then I would just type it in like various locations in my home state just to see if I knew anybody. I did know like a couple of like men that were posted on the app. So in this part of the video, I'm just gonna get into like what the T app physically looks like. On the bottom of the main feed, there's 5 icons. The first icon is a cup of tea. That is the main feed / homepage. That's where you see pictures of men. You can filter them out based by name, location, age range, miles, oldest to newest posts, and then if the post has green flags or red flags. The second icon is like 2 little message boxes. That's more so like a form feed. That's where like anonymous users can make like various like types of posts, like asking for advice or like just polls. This is the important part. The third icon is like a plus sign. When you click on it, it'll ask you like a question saying like, what do you want to post? And then there's 5 options. You can choose to post a man, advice, a meme, a poll, and lastly, audio. Fourth icon is like a woman dressed as a detective with a hat and magnifying glass. That's a section where you can do like a lot. So you can do a phone number lookup. You can look at the S-offender map, because I can't say the actual word or else YouTube could block this video. You can do a reverse image search. You can do a background check, criminal record search, and then like court search resources. Fifth and last icon is like a sidebar menu. You can access like parts of your profile, like your account in general, your posts, the posts you've saved, alerts, and then like safety resources. And the safety resources is probably one of like the biggest things that I do like and appreciate that the T app has. It includes the National Domestic Violence Hotline, the National S Assault Hotline, Crisis Text Line, National S Violence Resource Center, Crime Victim Resource Center, womenslaw.org, Legal Advice for Abuse, National Human Trafficking Hotline, National S Prevention Hotline, the Noonlight app, and then court search resources, and then a safety product discount section that's coming soon to the T app. Also in the sidebar menu, upgrade your account to get full access. Their perks include unlimited post searches. In the basic version, you can only get 5 free searches for the month, unlimited background checks, criminal record search, S-offender search, reverse image search, find social media profiles, phone number lookup, set alerts for men's names, access nationwide posts, boost your posts, and then you can filter posts by location, and then no screenshots ever. Upgrade is $19.99 a month, and 10% of the profits are being donated to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. There is a message icon at the top right corner in some of the photos. That is where the now defunct direct messaging system once was. When I click on the direct message option, it only loads. With the data breach, because of that, the T app had to disable the direct messaging. If you are still on the waitlist for the T app, that is what is shown to you if and when you do get approved by T to join their app. My account is on like the basic version of it. I don't have like the full upgrade option that they provide for $19.99 a month. The basic version works just fine for me. I don't necessarily think you need full upgrade option. If you really want to go all out with like your research, then by all means like go for it. Pay the $19.99 a month. T app states that 10% of the profits are going to go to the domestic violence hotline resource. For me personally, in my opinion, like I don't necessarily think I need the full upgrade option. Like the basic version for me works just fine. In this part of the video, I'm just gonna get into like the more wild posts that I've seen on the app that kind of stood out to me. I do want to preface this by saying I've already blocked out the pictures and names of those who are going to be included in this video, but I just want to show you like the scope of the app and like the aspect of like what the posts are like consisting of based on my research. Some of them I've already mentioned on my WordPress article. Majority of these posts are set on my location, I live in New Jersey. One of the first posts that I saw of someone that I knew, I follow them online, I've never seen them in real life. This user who posted him, she was essentially like going in on him. And the post that I've seen says blank is a cheater, liar, an alcoholic, and needs serious help. There's no such thing as the perfect man, so I try to get him counseling through my job, and dude just won't cooperate with consistent employment even through the VA since he's a veteran. He used to live with me rent-free, and this man would be on dating apps, flirting with other women while I'm in the shower or while I was at work. He works at Amazon, so I was confused how he has money to party every weekend but none for monthly utility bills. It was a huge turnoff that I would always catch him in silly lies throughout the relationship, and he had no control over his drinking. He will berate you while drunk if you don't sleep with him. He doesn't do his own laundry, physically help around the home, or clean up after himself, so beware. I love his mother to death, but blank expects his partners to be like her, which isn't realistic in modern times. He also depends on his parents to raise his 6-year-old son, which never sat right with me. This relationship was so severely draining, I didn't even cry when I decided to end things. If you're serious about your education, career, future, I don't recommend him for you. He comes off as very sweet in the beginning, but he's a red pill bro. He'll also blame the baby mama for his toxic behavior, so no accountability whatsoever. So when I saw that, I was just like, oh. Seeing somebody you know on the T app, it's kind of like, what? Because, like, I know this person. Seeing that post also is like, bro, like, I used to follow him. I stopped following him, not because of this post though. I unfollowed him like a couple of years ago. In the comments of that post, like, a lot of people are just like, you know, I'm so sorry that you went through that with him. But yeah, so that was like one of the first ones that I saw on the T app. Next one, this one was like really shocking because this person, now I don't know this person personally. I know this person's brother. We went to the same middle school and high school together. When I saw his older brother on the T app, I'm like, oh crap. Green flags to red flag ratio. As of today, Wednesday, August 20th, this person's post, I only have 1 green flag and 55 red flags. 55 red flags. Like that's crazy. This anonymous user said, this man is an expert manipulator, liar, he cheats, is narcissistic, and an extreme misogynist. He verbally abused me, and once in a while it was physical. Also addicted to P-word and thinks that whoever he's having S with needs to get P-word star performances every single time. A lot of comments on this post. Some people were saying that like they went to high school with this person. A couple other people who are saying like he was such a nice guy, like he wouldn't do such a thing. It's like when you hear that somebody, and not even a man, a person in general, you hear a person in general not a good person, there's always somebody that's saying, "I'll never do that, they're such a nice person," and it's like, okay, yeah, but to you though. Everybody acts different around everybody. Your experience with that one person, they might act like that towards you, but then they could act like somebody different towards another person. I feel like it's a little like insensitive in like certain situations, especially if that person did something really, really bad. The next one, the third post, she said that she went on a few dates with him. Everything seemed too good to be true. Cooked me dinner, was cool. Then he decided to touch me inappropriately out of nowhere. We weren't even making out or anything. He just reached in my pants to touch me. I ended up leaving. He apologized, but it was too late. Be careful. Seems like a sweetheart, but is pushy. In these comments, I found out he already has a girlfriend. Her name is blank. Her IG is blank. And they've been living together for about 3 to 4 years. He presents single, but he's all over her Instagram and TikTok page. There's like also evidence of like him and his girlfriend. When I personally looked up her social media account, I didn't see much of that guy on either or of her accounts. Probably 1 or 2 pictures or like 1 or 2 like videos on her account. That's all I could see, so maybe she does know. I'm not sure. I can't really tell. So this 4th post, I'm not gonna hold you, I actually laugh at this post. I also mentioned this one in my WordPress article as well. The woman who posted him, she said, inviting me over to his place, saying that he will rent out the movie room in his complex and get dinner. Long story short, there was no dinner and movie. We watched movies on his bed. Says he's been single for years, but in his bathroom has a curling wand, a purse, and feminine washes. Why would he need a curling wand if he's bald? I'm not gonna lie, when I read this post and I read that last line, why would he need a curling wand if he's bald, I busted out and started laughing. Someone commented, and this was like, this is part of the headline of like my WordPress article. Theo, why this had me cracking up? I never need a reality show after this app. That really was the T app for me personally. Like literally post after post, like it's just a bunch of like mess and like outlandish behavior that these alleged men being posted have done. That's pretty much the end of today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have made it all the way to the end of this video, I truly appreciate that. I know it's been my first YouTube video in about like a couple of years or so, so thank you for staying and watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a video. Follow me on my other social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, etc. My personal WordPress website too. All that'll be down below. See you guys next time. Bye.